quick video to show you how to create new events using Modern Events Calendar plugin. So if we start from the dashboard, there's actually two ways of doing this. Probably the quickest and easiest way is from the dashboard. We've actually got this little widget here that tells us what events are coming up. So we can create a new event just from here. So we literally just click the button and add in our title. We've got space for text, and you can put images there if you want. And then scrolling down, we've got all of the event information. So we need to obviously give it a start date and a time. Let's make this. There we go. You can see that we can hide various elements, and moving down through the tabs, we can specify whether it's a recurring event, so that might be useful if you've got something weekly, and any other particular bits that you want to put in. Now the location's probably quite useful. You don't have to have the location, but I think it would be quite helpful. And you can also hide the map if you don't want it to show up. Now you can specify locations in the in another place as well. In the left-hand tab, you can see under ME Calendar, there's a list of locations. So you can actually add all of your locations. And when you click in other locations, you can see that I've already created one. So any location that you've created will appear in a drop down that you can just quickly select. So quite a good idea to add the locations in advance. So let's just make that one Welshmill. Any other links, so for example, if it's an Eventbrite event and that's where you can buy tickets, then this is the link, this is the place where you'd put that ticket link. And the organiser, again, we can specify who the organiser is. If it's a different person to Green and Healthy Future for Freedom, it might be useful to specify that it's one of the categories, but there's somewhere else to specify that. Obviously the cost, however, we can't sell tickets through this plugin, but you can put how much it is, and then you can put some SEO stuff in there if you want. And then over on the right hand side, we can see that we've got the category section. This is very similar to blog posts. In fact, essentially what this plugin is doing is it's creating a post and adding in some extra information so that we can use it as an event. So we need to choose which category we want to put under, and you can choose more than one, although it's ideal to have one, a primary one. You can also specify a colour, and you've got some default colours here, but you can also put in your own colour if you want. So let's just make it green so it stands out. And we can also want to set a featured image as well. And this is quite important because this is what's going to appear on the page, on the calendar page. So we want to set a featured image, and ideally we want to use images that are all exactly the same size. So you can create those in Canva. You can create something that's a specific dimensions, and add in all your pictures there to make sure that they're all exactly the same. So I'm just going to choose one at random. If you choose one at random, that's absolutely fine, but it may be, because they may be different dimensions, on the calendar page it might look a bit ragged and not particularly even. But for now, this is fine. So then we scroll back up to the top, and we want to, you can either save it as a draft or we can hit publish. So we'll just publish that, and there's your event created. Now the other way to create an event is through the sort of plugin drop down. So on the left hand side, we can see the ME calendar, and just go down, we can see all events first and then add event. So if you click add event, we will come to this page. And you can create that one event and immediately create another one just by going to the top of the page, add another event, and that will wipe this page and create a new one. So make sure you've saved it. But if you want to see all of them, if you just click on all events, it shows you all of the events that we've got here, and various bits of information about them. So we've got the title, we've got the category, location, etc., start date, end date, etc. So that gives you an overall idea of all of the events that you've got listed. And to see all of them, then you need to go to your events page. Now you can put events in different places on the website. That's very easy. But we've created a page for that. And there's more than one way of displaying the events, but I've chosen this one because it's a nice grid. So we've got an ability to be able to categorize, so you can choose whether it's a particular category of event, and you can choose a particular location, or you can do a search, and down below all of the events will appear in chronological order. So there were more events listed in the events page, but some of them are passed. So once the event is passed, it will just appear there. So this is basically, once you've added in an event, it will automatically appear in chronological order on this page.